Она порезалась. She cut herself. She cut herself. She cut herself. Он потерял свой кошелек. He lost his wallet. He lost his wallet. He lost his wallet. Он основал очень успешную компанию. He set up a very successful company. Or he founded a very successful company. He set up a very successful company. Or he founded a very successful company. He set up a very successful company. Or he founded a very successful company. Я прочел это онлайн. I read it online. I read it online. I read it online. Я читал это в этой статье. I read it in this article. I read it in this article. I read it in this article. Я выучил так много новых слов. I learned so many new words. I learned so many new words. I learned so many new words. Я заплатил за эту услугу. I paid for the service. I paid for this service. I paid for the service. Я выучил английский. I learned English. I learned English. I learned English. Она порезала рыбу на 4 части. She cut the fish into 4 pieces. She cut the fish into 4 pieces. She cut the fish into 4 pieces. Я заплатил за нее. I paid for her. I paid for her. I paid for her. Он порезался. He cut himself. He cut himself. He cut himself. Я заплатил за этот курс. I paid for this course. I paid for this course. I paid for this course. Я прочел это в этой газете. I read it in this newspaper. I read it in this newspaper. I read it in this newspaper. Я встал позади него. I stood behind him. I stood behind him. I stood behind him. Я сел в кресло. I sat in an armchair. I sat in an armchair. I sat in an armchair. Я прочел это в некоторых статьях. I read it in some articles. I read it in some articles. I read it in some articles. Он порезал мясо на 4 части. He cut the meat into 4 parts. He cut the meat into 4 parts. He cut the meat into 4 parts. Я заплатил за него. I paid for him. I paid for him. I paid for him. Они поняли друг друга. They understood each other. They understood each other. They understood each other. Я встретил моего одноклассника вчера. I met my classmate yesterday. I met my classmate yesterday. I met my classmate yesterday. Он заплатил за нас. He paid for us. He paid for us. He paid for us. Я заплатил за доставку. I paid for the delivery. I paid for the delivery. I paid for the delivery. Он потерял свои ключи. He lost his keys. He lost his keys. He lost his keys. Я присел, и затем я встал. I sat down, and then I stood up. I sat down, and then I stood up. I sat down, and then I stood up. Я встретил так много новых слов там. I met so many new words there. I met so many new words there. I met so many new words there. Я сел на стол. I sat on a chair. I sat on a chair. I sat on a chair. Я прочел это в том журнале. I read it in that magazine. I read it in that magazine. I read it in that magazine. Я выучил этот текст наизусть. I learned this text by heart. I learned this text by heart. I learned this text by heart. Он поставил это на стол. He put it on the table. Or he set it on the table. He put it on the table. Or he set it on the table. He put it on the table. Or he set it on the table. Она порезала мясо. She cut the meat. She cut the meat. She cut the meat. Они отправили мне это уведомление. They sent me this notification. They sent me this notification. They sent me this notification. Они сломали этот стол. They broke the chair. They broke this chair. They broke the chair. Она держала свои деньги в этом банке. She kept her money in this bank. She kept her money in this bank. She kept her money in this bank. Он отправил мне имейл. He sent me an email. He sent me an email. He sent me an email. Они продали свой дом за $500,000. They sold their house for $500,000. They sold their house for $500,000. They sold their house for $500,000. Она продала свою квартиру. She sold her apartment. She sold her apartment. She sold her apartment. Я купил это за $300. I bought it for $300. I bought it for $300. I bought it for $300.